20 years ago, the morning of September 11, 2001, two planes crashed into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, minutes apart. That day, a defining one in American history.
I was in AP World History class, I remember very specifically, and I think everybody was just watching in disbelief.
Let's just get back. Get back.
I was watching the television when the second plane hit, and it was devastating knowing, the loss of life that was going to occur.
To those of us in the fire service, that's our family, and so that hurt.
For some, that day influenced their career choice, a call to become a part of that family.
They didn't back down from that challenge, so to me as a kid, I just grew up thinking that was the most heroic, awesome thing ever.
And for those already wearing the uniform, a sobering reminder of the potential consequences of the career they chose.
We're not promised tomorrow, and these people gave it their all.
Assistant Chief Becky Ward, retired Battalion Chief Rick Chabot, and retired Lieutenant Steve Jones were all members of Seminole County Fire Department's Honor Guard in the early 2000s. In 2002, on the one-year anniversary, they represented SCFD at memorials, held both at Ground Zero and Washington, D.C.
At that ground zero point, just looking into this massive pit where they had excavated, it was overwhelming. It was like you were walking on sacred ground. We're seeing all the shirts and the pictures, and there wasn't a dry eye among us, knowing what had happened at this point.
It was such an emotional event. I'm glad that we were there for Seminole County, but I was also glad that we were there for as being firefighters ourselves, and knowing that our family members had passed during that time.
It clearly still chokes you up to this day.
It does. It always will.
It was probably one of the most beautiful ceremonies I've ever witnessed. He approached the podium, he took a deep breath, and he read this beautiful poem.
We miss you, fallen heroes.
It was the very last part of it that hit home. And when we talk about the new firefighters coming on and what this means to us and what 9/11 meant to us, I go back to this poem, and the last part says this: "Let us testify, brothers and sisters, to the family of the fallen,
whose love for their heroes is deeper than the sea."
And while he was reading this poem, I remember looking to the right at the honor guard that was with me, and I remember looking to the left, and every single one of those guys were wiping tears from their eyes. And at that moment, I lost it. We were all just crying together.
In everything we do, may you live on, fallen heroes, in the enduring sea of blue.
During these attacks, it was the intent of the enemy to change American life forever. And they did, because we came together.